Now the other day I kind of had a few too many beers, did this naming convention here wrong. So we're going to crack one of these open and reuse it so I can get the naming convention right, because I'm flipping and it doesn't filter properly in OpenSea. So people are having trouble finding my cards. So we're going to open this one up. It says empty vault on it. It just hasn't picked up that there's actually something in it. Go through, refresh these balances. There it is. Where'd it go? Come on. We'll reload it again. See if it comes back up. Yep, so we've got it in there. So because this is recorded, we can do this. So there'll be nothing left in this vault when you guys actually, if you guys check it. I know some of you will be having a look. So this is good for when there's multiple cards in one of these NFTs or in the vault kind of thing. So you can open it up. You can, so some examples where 10 cards are sent to the vault. So it's like if each card is one of 100, then if you send 10 cards, that's 10% of the supply. So a little cheeky thing you can do is you can buy them on OpenSea when they've got the extra cards, and then you can crack the vaults, rip your 10 cards out, and then vault them individually. It's just one thing that you can do. You can put extra. Some of the other ones have extra Pepe cash put in there. You can put Bitcoin in there. We're going to do a video after this sort of showing how we do a NFT backed by maybe a little bit of Bitcoin, a little bit of Ethereum, maybe just a whole bunch of different random shit, and we'll see where it goes. But it's an interesting fact because if you have something that's like backed by Bitcoin, when you see these floors drop out, it's because they're not backed by anything. But if they are backed by Bitcoin, it should fluctuate better and should rise with Bitcoin. Also, we are going to change this, and we are going to take most of these kind of videos away from NFT games, and we'll be putting on my own channel, just because a lot of this stuff is more market analytics. So we're just going to try and separate NFT games and all this other shit that we do. Okay, so we get our keys. Sign. So this is in our Emerald Vault. We've gone to our NFT that we've got, and we are getting our keys. Except they are not coming up. Sign. Okay, let's refresh this. View vault on OpenSea. Okay, just give this a second. Okay, so we got it here. Get keys again. Okay, so we got our keys. So we get our private keys here, our BTC private keys. I don't worry about the seed phrase, just because that's what it is. And then we will bring it into change address, and then we go options, import. Oh, so this is free wallet. This is what I use every now and then. This is what I use mostly for my XCP stuff and buying cards with Bitcoin. So that's the seed phrase. We'll put that in there. Everyone's going to tell me that you shouldn't be sharing this shit, but like it's going to be empty in a second anyway. But you should never share your private keys. So we have this one card here. Now the problem is once it's in your wallet, you need to get your view address. So this is the address of the actual wallet that this card sits in technically. So we have copied that, and then I will go back to my normal one. Okay. And then what I'll do is I'll send some funds to that address. Just a little bit of funds, make this nice and easy, nice and quick. Send funds. So the idea is this, is what's going to happen is, because that card is in its own unique wallet, but there's nothing else in there, there's no Bitcoin in there. So we need Bitcoin for the transaction to transfer it out. So what we'll do from there is we've just put in some Bitcoin. Once the Bitcoin gets there, we'll transfer the card out to our normal wallet, and then we can, at some stage, put it back in. This is just showing you how to reclaim your wallet. It's the easiest way. This free wallet you get from xchain.io. If you're a little bit of a drop-down menu, you can go in there and just pick it out. Also, this has dispensers on the back end, so this is where you can actually buy coins and coins and some of the cards. These are all closed. Let's have a look if we can see any. So this card here, which is the hair Pepe, you can buy for 0.25 Bitcoin, which is pretty high. This is where I'm finding a lot of arbitrage at the moment. The difference between this price and other prices. You're probably going to hear this and go, take all my money, but it is what it is. Yep, so let's have a look if this transaction will take ages to process normally. So that will await there, and we'll probably cut until it gets there. What I'm actually going to do is I'm going to set up the new vault for this card because it's just spare time. So we'll cross this out, and it will save a little bit of Bitcoin. So we'll create one. My vault. So the card is called Bitcoin. And its supply is 1/1200. Okay, so we'll go SOG SOG assets. So we're going to SOG assets. This is just some information about the cards. And what we'll do is we'll take 1200. Where is it? Okay. So we're going to take Spells of Genesis, and we're going to slot that in here. This is the naming bit that I got wrong, so OpenSeed will filter out SOG. So we want it to say Spells of Genesis. The one that I'm learning lately is detail. You really need to put the detail in, otherwise it comes back and bites you in the ass. Hence I'm revolting a whole bunch of stuff because of my lack of attention to detail. So we're going to grab this stuff. I'm going to copy this. This is just the description that I've taken off it. and I'll put this in there. So it's all spell of Genesis. Looks good. Go next. The card item that I'm going to use is actually from Exchange. I prefer it over those ones. I think it looks better. So we'll take the card name, which is this one. So we'll go have a look at this, and we'll take this and we'll copy the image address and we'll bring it over to our Emblem vault. Post that in here. Gas is extremely high, but I don't have the time. So we'll do that. So you come over here, Bitcoin's just got into this account. We're going to confirm this. That price there is absolutely ridiculous. I'm not paying that. See, the max fee set at 125. I'm not. You just max it out, like, because I can see here that the GUI is like 78, so I'm going to max it out at 80, which will bring it down a touch. I would like to bring it down a lot more. But now that the gas has just spiked to 87, probably take just as long. Take a while now. What I'm noticing a lot, which is quite funny, is that Bitcoin may take a little bit extra time, but the amount of money it costs is so much less. Like, I'm having less problems with the Bitcoin network than I'm having with the Ethereum network. It's just the Ethereum network is getting loaded up. It's painful. I'm not liking Matic these days with the bridge. The only way I'd be buying Matic is if I can buy direct on Matic. It needs to have some sort of, the bridge, I don't like the bridge. It just needs to have a simple function. I bet you there's already one there. Just got to find it so we can get the assets nice and quickly over. I've been minting all of these onto Ethereum and not Matic because the money is on Matic. The money's on Ethereum. The money's not sitting on Matic. People haven't learnt the bridge and all that. So I've been minting on Ethereum to put it in front of people with money. So because my gas meter says it's not going to come down, let's have a look. Let's wait 2 seconds. $87 is just absolutely ridiculous. If you haven't got one of these, you should go check it out. Lets you keep an eye on what the gas is actually doing. Sometimes you can find times where the gas comes right down. So when you're doing this kind of stuff, if you don't have like lots of S just sitting there, you just sort of wait to a period where it comes down to like 30, 40. You get it sometimes when it just sort of goes dead for a while. They're the times to be doing this stuff. So if you're ready to go, you can just bang it through. But see this here, it's just creeping back up. This here you can also watch for drops as well, because sometimes you'll be buying something, and if you don't have one of these, you don't know that the gas is spiking up to like 400, 500 just because there's a drop. Sometimes 2,000. It's easy to know what's going on when you have one of these. So this is going to come bite me in the ass because I could have done this by now if I just left it. So let's just deal with it. Dismiss. Sorry. Screw around. So we'll speed this up. Yeah, we'll just speed it up. So we already got Colville as well, so I'm presuming that everyone's already watched the other video, so they know kind of what's happening. Yeah. Okay, so we got the confirmation. This has been a painful experience, and you probably shouldn't do half this stuff when you've been drinking. So it's just making the vault now. So now that we've actually got the Bitcoin in here, we're able to transfer it out. So when we get the address, we'll basically be sending this card back in there. So this whole process has probably cost 0.04 because of a little naming issue, a little tiny naming issue. SOG compared to Spells of Genesis. So when you guys are doing this, just pay attention. Don't do what I do. Okay, so for some reason this isn't coming up. Sure, that's trans. This is just turning into a empty vault, Spells of Genesis. So this is the one that we fixed up because it says Spells of Genesis. So we will grab the address, we'll click the address. We will send this card to this address, send funds. Okay, destination, post, and we will send Bitcoin. No, not Bitcoin. I will send a Bitcoin card. Just for ease, I'm going to just send that. And we are going to send funds. So that is now going to that card, this NFT, so it can be locked away in the vault. Now, the thing is, what I've been doing is I've been using round numbers. And I've been using round numbers because once this card disappears and is sort of gone, you're going to have to take that Bitcoin that you put in there out of that address back to where it normally goes. So there's a few transactions that you're going to need to do, but luckily they're not too expensive. And if you want to wait, you can just set them real low and hope for the best. Another one that you're going to see come up is that you can't transfer the tiniest amount. So you can't just transfer enough for a transfer. You've got to actually. Well, I'm finding the easiest thing is just to transfer a bunch in, do your transaction, send a bunch out, and be careful of your seed phrase if your private key if you're doing it in a public spot. Think about what you're doing. We might as well have a quick look at the sales on the Emblem Vault lately. Pepe Vault, whoever bought this one at 4 is very smart. This here has a big history of NFT and gaming. It's my personal opinion. This is not financial advice. What else we got? This here is one of the earliest mints of Spells of Genesis, which is going pretty cheap. These ones here have been flying off the shelves lately, especially at 2, which is pretty good. A lot of these cards, these are high numbers. What else we got? Let's go through. This one's a nice card. I'm definitely a fan of the old Star Wars. Flagged for removal. So this here is probably I'm guessing has been cracked. That's why it's been flagged for removal. OpenSea is actually trying to make it so people don't get scammed. Like, they're putting things in to help people. They're not trying to make it hard. Another Spells of Genesis card too. Okay, let's go back. Enough. Let's have a look. So transaction's still waiting to go through. Might just cut this until it goes through. Okay, so the card's gone. It's going to take a couple of blocks to confirm that it's actually in here, but you can pretty much say it's done and dusted now. And if anything has screwed up, the card's not there anyway, it's gone. So the next thing we'll do is we will get our... I'll go down and go grab our testing/minting address. And we will then go... So I've just copied this address. And we're going to go change back to our normal address, which is this address. Well, not our normal address, sorry. So we've taken our normal address and copied that. And now we're going back into that imported wallet that we just... Oh, I didn't even do it, did I? Yeah, here we go. And then we're going to transfer this out. So I'm going to send funds back to our normal address. We'll put in a max. So what I do is I will make this... The thing I use for the round numbers is just so it's simple, so that I can... So that's how much we got, that's how much the fee is, that's how much I'm going to send. So when I'm finished, there will be $0 left, 0 Bitcoin left in this account. So we'll send the funds. And then we are done. So once this transaction goes through, this will just be empty. I'll never use it again. It is what it is. Our new NFT with the correct spelling, an expensive mistake, will be in one of our testing wallets. Oh no, it's in the NFT Games wallet. So we're doing a lot of flipping of these, just trying to build some cash up to get some videos going, to go deeper on the NFT game side. I think it's going to be big in the next couple of years, so just trying to get some funds to build that. And I'm pretty much going to leave it there. I'll just this card here is not this card. Let's go. So this card here is the card that we've just created. Once that card gets sent into the vault, you need to go back into the Emblem vault. And what you do is you can refresh this. I'll refresh this, and what will happen is that this page will register there's a card in here at this point here, and that's when this stuff here will be removed. As you can see here, SOG and SOG is not registering on the filters page. So these cards are not being put in front of buyers, so you lose out. Once again, expensive mistake. Do like this card, but okay. Well, I'll see you guys later. Hopefully you can learn from my mistakes, and stay safe.